Hello, today we'll be doing today's Leetcode problem, that is problem number 61, rotate list. And the problem statement given here is, given a head of a linked list, rotate the list by k places to the right. That means if we have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the k has been given as 2, so what we are going to do is, we are just simply going to break this guy right here and take these two guys and just append it or add it to the front if my k is equals to 2 or if my k is equals to 3. So likewise we'll be doing that. So since we just have to do that, what do I say? I just break out this and take the first element, that is 5, and append it here. Now this is done. 4 is left. Append 4 and we are done. So let's understand this with one more example. Let's say if k is equals to 5. So what do we do when we have k is equals to 5? So as we can see, the length is k is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our length is equals to 5. So what can we do when we have k is equals to 5? So the answer is pretty simple. We just have to return the head of the linked list. Why? Because see, if you have something like, let's just take a smaller example. So if I have something like 1, 2, and 3, and my key is given as 3, so what do we need to do? So at first, as I said, what we will do, we need to do three operations, right? We need to do three operations. So what we will do, at first we will take the 3 from the back, add it to the front. So we get something like this, 1 and 2, right? After that, what do we have? After that, we have something like this. So we just do, sorry, this one right here is not this. So this is 3, and appending it, we will have to just, I just made a mess here. I'll just take another pen and I'll just illustrate this as well. So we just have to add 2 in front to the 3 and something like this. Got it? After that, what do we have? We just have to do a last iteration, right? So what we will do, what do I see is at the last, that is 1, right? So we just take from the last and point it at the front. So this is what we get at the end. So my answer, uh, to conclude this, would be, if k is equals to the length of the linked list, we can just simply return the head. So this is one of the observations, right? And what do we have to do other than that? If there are k which is less than the length of the linked list, we have to do some operations, right? We just have to take something from the back and put it in the front. So this is what we have to do. And how we are going to do that? So we'll just do something like what I have done is, so I've just taken, so I will take this example only, that is k is equals to 2. How did I do that? First of all, I traversed the linked list and I found out what is the length, which I got as 5, right? Which was very, very simple. We just need to iterate. After that, I saw that, okay, my key is given as 2. So what do I need to do? I just simply subtracted 5 by 2. So what do I get? I get 3. So what is this 3? This 3 is telling me you just have to stand at the third position. And why so? So if you see in the answer that is here, so my answer is beginning from right after the third point, that is 4, right? So it is beginning from 4. So I just need to rotate these guys, not anything which is still here. So I just need to return whatever I've got the length as. So after that, I'll just rotate it. So I've got 3. So till here, I will do nothing, right? And from the next part, I'll just rotate this and append it in the beginning. So now, going step by step, we have found the length of the string. This is done. Now we have found out a point where I know, after that, I have to rotate everything. So we have also done that thing. Now what do I have to do is just append everything after that point, that is this. So as I told you, we are standing at this point. After that, any element which is there, I just have to append it in the first head. That is, I have 4 and 5, right? So I start from the back. I say, okay, 5, you can attach yourself to 1. And what is happening to 4? Do I need to append 4? If you watch carefully, we do not need to append 4 again to this. And why so? Because if you see, as our linked list is already in that manner. And why do I say so? Let's say if you have 1, 2, and 3, right? So this remains unchanged. What did I say? We just need to append 4 and 5. Now, if you carefully observe, if I just break this part and I take 4 and 5 as it is and just append it, will it not be the same linked list? That is the answer. It is, right? So if you just carefully observe, we just need to break this and append it to the first guy, and it will be rotated automatically because it will be coming in the reversed order, right? So this is it for this explanation and the intuition as well. Now let's get to the code part on how we are going to do it. So as I explained, we just have to do in 3 steps in order to achieve this. That is, first of all, I'll just expand this as well and minimize this as well. Okay, I hope this code is coming. Okay, so now all the three steps that I explained, I'll be going on through that. How I've done that: first I need to find the length, that is length, right? So how am I finding this length? This is the loop which tells me what is the length. This is a simple iteration. Go till the end, increment the counter, and you will get the length. Now this part is done. Now what is the next part? My next part says that okay, go to some point where I know up till this I have to do nothing, and after that I have to just reverse it or just change the link. And what do I mean by that? Is I knew that 1, 2, 3 will remain unchanged. See, 1, 2, 3 is remained unchanged. Only 4, 5 needs to be altered, right? And just the node needs to be changed or the link needs to be changed. So I just stand at the point where I know, okay, up till here I have to do nothing. So I am just standing at that point, and this is what ensuring me to the point where I need to stand. So this is the part where I find out, okay, up till here I have a safe point, I have to do nothing, and this is just finding c minus k. So from here we will get whatever is the distance there. And why have I done k modulo c? This is an important point, since let's see, if you have something like 1 and 2, if you just consider 1 and 2, and my k is given as, let's say, 4, right? Let's say my k is given as 4. So if you carefully observe, after one iteration what will happen? 2 and 1 will happen, right? After one iteration, after the second iteration again it will become 1 and 2. After the third operation what will happen? It will again become 2 and 1. After the fourth operation it will become again 1 and 2. So it again comes down to my original question, right? So why do I need to iterate again and again and do that? Okay, so that is why I've just taken out k modulo c to find out if at any given point my k is greater. So this can happen. So that is why I've boiled it down to just the length, obviously. And after that I've just gone to the point where I know, okay, up till this I have an answer which is totally correct. Like in this example that I showed to you, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am standing at 3 and 4, 3, and I just need to reverse, sorry, not reverse, change the link of this part. So this is ensuring that I change the link of this 4 and 5 to 1. So what will happen is 4, 5, 1, 2, and 3. So this part is ensuring I get the answer something like this. And how we are how we are doing that exactly is, see, so 1, 2, 3. Just think of this as like this, okay, and you'll understand this. So from this loop, what did I say? I reached this point, right? I reached this point, totally fine. Up till here, there must not be any problem in understanding. So up till here, I reached this point, fine. I am storing this last guy, right? This last guy. Say suppose I have a temp variable or a t variable where I store, okay, this is my last point, fine. Now what did I say? I just need to get something like this, right? 4 and 5 should be in the beginning, right? 4 and 5 should be in the beginning. This is what my answer is stating to be. So what can I do? I know the last address is T. So what can I do? I can just say, okay, T, you point yourself to 1. And this is indeed my answer, right? So 5 is pointing to 1 now. 4 is pointing to 5. 3 is pointing to 4, and similarly this is what we have got. So I said, last guy, you just make sure you point to 1 again. Okay, now there is a problem. What is that problem? I know key 3 is there. Okay, fine, not a problem, but I do not need this, right? Because 4 is my beginning. So what can I say? I will create another a temporary or a temporary variable of node, list node, and I will say, okay, 3, whatever is your next, that is whatever is your neighbor or next guy, that should be my new head right now. Okay, so this 4 is my new head right now, and which is what I am returning here, this guy right here. Okay, so I'm storing this new guy's address in somewhere and I'm returning this. But wait a minute, there is also a problem. I know I've stored this, but I also want to make this guy equals to null, right? I need to make this equals to null. Why so? If we do not make this equals to null, this will become a loop, right? See, 1 is connecting to 2, 2 is connecting to 3. Now 3 should point to null, not 4, because 4 is the beginning now, not something like this. So this is not something like this, right? This is not something like this. So this guy is now 3 pointing to null. Okay, and I hope you have understood this with this explanation and drawing. And I'll just run and submit this code, and this will work perfectly fine. Okay, and just submit this again, and it gets submitted and it runs perfectly fine. And if you did understand this, please